listen to his business if the COVID-19 pandemic had not happened. When the crowd restrictions are eased and the world turns back to normal, his business will multiply with both business models. Here we identify the pivot. What happened is, here's Eduardo, and he has a 5-star restaurant, and everything has to be well within 5-star. Eduardo says, what do you mean takeout? Someone says to him, have you ever thought about takeout? And maybe we wouldn't have such long lines. Oh, it's good for business if we have long lines. Not necessarily. They might go to a competitor if they have long lines. So what happens is that now you're employing more people. You have more food being delivered. You've got your in service, and then you've got deliveries. So you have both. So you have a second stream of income, and then you're employing more people, and your business is changing. Your business is growing. And so this is what we look at, pivoting, the change. He could have stayed stuck and said, I'm not making this change. It's unrealistic for me to do this. We've never done this in all the 30 years I've been in business. Or he said, okay, you know what? I have to make some changes. I'm looking at the employees. I'm afraid I'm going to have to lay them off. I want to keep my good employees. These are good people. They're family to me. I don't want to lose my customers. I want to keep my business right there in front and where people understand that the business is still open. So he makes the necessary changes to survive. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So Cecilia doesn't like to exercise. It's never been anything she chose to consider as part of her daily routine. The truth about it, there's something in her that never wanted to make a change. She's comfortable in her own world, and she doesn't want to be around other people, especially around beautiful bodies and confident people. The truth is, she feels intimidated. Her stability is watching the housewife eating snacks in her husband's pleasure food. She's up there watching the housewives and seeing all what's going on. And she's eating snacks. Her husband's happy. She's happy because both of them eating snacks. They on the couch. They in the bed. They watching TV. The world is, they shut the whole world out. And they have their pleasure food. And that's what makes them happy. But guess what? It's time for Cecilia to go to the doctor. After a checkup with her doctor, she gained 40 pounds. She thought she might have gained 20 and told herself, I could lose these whenever I want to. Now she's got high blood pressure, cholesterol. It's gone through the roof. And she is also now pre-diabetic because, she just didn't know what to do with herself. She was just so happy in her sanctuary. Okay. Now she's faced with adapting a more active lifestyle, which has now begun. She's now walking 30 minutes a day. Her husband's going with her. Her stamina is now much better, as also with her husband. Not only have they started to exercise, they're now eating healthier meals filled with the proper nutrients. Small actions lead to big changes. This wasn't in the cards for them a few months ago, but her doctor's visit was a catalyst. It was a shift in her mindset, a reality. Either you want to live or you want to die, you want to sink, you want to swim. Okay, what do you want to do? Figure it out. She has now made the pivot to becoming mindful about her health and wellness routine, her eating habits, her meals, the routines, and then also getting the right exercise that she needs. So that's another pivot. Either you sink or you swim. Okay, so her being comfortable, she set herself up to fail in her health. Okay, so that was the action she had to change. And so now she's made the change, and it's a good change. She's healthier. Her husband is healthier, and they'll be around. And so this is the last one. Veronica works at the marketing agency and loves her job. She loves the people she works with, and the benefits are great. She's always the lead marketer on every large contract. One day they have an office meeting with the marketing department, and a potentially large contract is on the table. She sees a name on a business card. That's a competitor. It's the name of someone she used to work for. She used to work, but work within the firm she's working for, who quit and now has their own firm. She's seen the name of the firm and heard about contracts the firm was winning competitively. As to go into this firm in marketing, she could have had this choice. She could have done this, but no, she was comfortable. She didn't want to deal with change. She didn't want to do any of those things. Now this person that literally worked into the firm, that literally worked in the firm, decided to go out on their own, okay? And so with them going out on their own, they now are a competitor for the firm and making a lot of money and getting a lot of contracts. So with her looking at this card and looking across the table and saying, this should be me, well, pre-contemplation starts. This becomes a thought of denial at first, or she's saying, oh, they were just lucky. And then she starts the contemplation process. And when she started the contemplation process, she starts to research her previous coworker's firm, and she sees that they're really growing in the market space. She now asks herself, why hasn't she considered starting her own firm? She asks herself, am I really good enough? She starts to think about it more and more. She becomes ambivalent. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, change is in her face, and she just got real about this thought. She needs to believe in herself and step out on faith. She now realizes she is just that good. And not only is she good, she's good enough to start a lucrative firm. She tells her boss, that she wants to do her own thing. Her boss offers her to double her salary to stay. She asks herself, why have I never realized how good I am? If you want to double my salary to stay, why didn't you do it before? And I wouldn't even be thinking this way. Because she had to stop and blame herself. She got too comfortable. She loved being called, being the first one to be called. She loved the recognition, but never giving herself the opportunity to soar, to step into her own purpose, to evolve. So then here's the change. One day, everything changes. She walks into work and decides she wants to start her own firm and experience the full responsibility of owning and operating her own firm, working with others to achieve success. This change of mind is compelling enough to encourage her to do it quickly. Veronica realizes that stability is comfortable, but true success was never really meant to feel comfortable. Her realization was she did not want to say, what if I had of? Her mindset had changed. She no longer sees the company as the way she had seen it before. What she hungers for is to start her own firm. She's now a competitor of the firm she once worked for, and after leaving on good terms, the firm freelancers work out to her just to keep her spending talent on board. If this is the only way they can work with her, on her terms, she's just that good. And these are beautiful examples of pre-contemplation, contemplation, all those different things that lead you actually to change and to pivot, okay? The next time you struggle with change, any change in your mind, remind yourself that it's 100% normal. Remember that it's just your brain's way of keeping you alive, keeping you comfortable. So the species survives in you. In order to continue progressing and evolving, we need to be able to not only embrace change, but to enact it. Now that you know what change really is and how change pertains to you and why we as humans struggle with it, it's time for you to talk about the positive. Why is transformation necessary? What benefit does it have on your life? How will it impact you in a positive way? We'll be able to answer all those questions and more. And then we'll be ending soon. Also, why is change important? I want you to know why. Personal growth, confidence, motivation, resilience, excitement. Open the door, the right door, and close the wrong ones. Give you a story, flexibility, learn your strengths, develop more compassion as a human being. There is more of this training, and we are pivoting also. After so many requests about training, we're now offering online training modules that will be power-packed with mental exercises, visual demonstrations, presentations, and more, centered around nutrition, health, and life coaching. If you like today's episode, we have an e-learning course coming out about this, and it's going to be called Constant Change and Pivoting, and I'm almost through with it. And I couldn't possibly do all this in an hour. It's a 10-week learning course designed around this very conversation and life lessons. I'm excited about it, and you may be asking, when does it start? It's starting in November. If you like what we're coaching on, we're releasing this e-learning system featured around, again, life and health coaching. And we have two portals. One is on life and one is on health coaching. You'll be able to access them. These portals will include recipes, research, exercise, and life and health coaching. And it's all centered around research as well. You'll be amazed at the result one can achieve in life with determination and knowledge. So welcome to the Auspicious Wellness Life Coaching Portal and the Auspicious Wellness Health Coaching Portal. You can coach with both. Each portal is $197. You can access these portals via our website, auspiciouswellness.com, starting in November. So I'm excited about it. It's just that I never thought that I'd have so many people asking me about coaching, and I can't coach everybody. But what we can do is trim the price of coaching way down to $197 for that's one thing we can do. And then we can offer you the courses. And then sometimes I might pop in and call you up as a customer and ask you how things are going, get some feedback, want to understand what this growth process looks like for you, what it feels like for you, and understanding and just staying in touch with some of our listeners, some of our people that really, really want more and need more. So if that's you, in November, you'll be able to get more from our website if you want to continue this journey with Auspicious Wellness. And we will also be here every week. If you don't hear me that Monday, don't worry, I'm coming. Might be something I'm doing. I might be there a couple of days later, but we're there. So we'll see you next week. And we start on a new series, and I really, really want to give you a round of applause for you really, really coming on in here. And I'm excited about it. So you deserve it. You get it. You need it. So I want to give that to you because I've taken some of your time, and I want to let you know what I want to let you know is I love you. But guess what? You know what time it is. It's time for me to vacate the seat. Have a wonderful cup of inspiration for next week, all of this week. Love you, and I'm out of here, and I gotta go. And thank you for coming in.